Hello there. In the last video, I introduced you to phonetics. I explained what phonetics is, how sounds become speech sounds, and we explained also the difference between international phonetic alphabets and orthography. In this video today, we're going to plunge deeper into defining the first category of speech sounds we call vowels. In this video lesson, we try to probe into three main questions. First, what is a vowel sound? How it differs from consonants? Second, how vowel sounds are produced, or what are the articulators involved in the production of vowels? Third, what's the vowel system of English language and how it differs from other vowel systems of other languages? The most basic division of phonetic classification of sounds is the vowel consonant categorization. Sounds are phonetically divided into two categories. We have vowels and we have consonants. If we imagine articulation as a series of openings and closing of the vocal tract, this means that the production of sounds can differ according to these openings and closing of the vocal tract. So this means that when we produce vowels, we are actually involving an opening of the vocal tract. So what are vowels? Here is a very simple definition of what we mean by a vowel. A vowel is an articulated sound produced with relatively free passage of the airstream. The articulators, in fact, do not touch and so do not significantly obstruct the flow of air from the lungs. This means that during our production of vowels, the articulators do not block the airflow in the vocal tract. So there is no airflow constriction, there is no airflow blockage or obstruction. That's exactly what it meant by the opening of the vocal tract. Generally, there are two types of vowels. To understand these two types of vowels, let's consider these two examples. Do and cow. In the word do, the vowel that we have here is actually produced with a single unchanging sound quality. Just oo. This is what we call in phonetics a monophthong. A monophthong is what? Is a vowel that is produced with a single unchanging sound quality, like the vowel oo in this word do. The second example, cow, we feel it that we have actually a combination of two vowels. It's like you are saying actually ah, then ending by oo, cow. Okay. What we have here in this example is a vowel that is produced with a gradually changing articulation, changing from ah to oo, ow. This is exactly what we call in phonetics a diphthong. So vowels can be divided into two types: monophthongs with single and changing sound quality, and diphthongs, vowels that are produced with gradually changing articulation, which means it's like you are bringing two actually vowels together. So how are vowels produced? If you watch a video of someone's tongue moving during speech, you will see various parts of the tongue raise up high and fall down low at the same time. You will see it moves forward and backward in the mouth. These movements of the tongue are the basic dimensions over which vowels are produced. These movements are exactly the ones that shape what kind of vowels are you actually producing. To explain how vowels are produced, the British phonetician Daniel Jones developed what is called the Cardinal vowel chart. Daniel Jones, and this is very smart, with other phoneticians before him, noticed that the tongue has four reference extreme points that it actually reaches while producing vowels. For example, they noticed that in the production of the vowel E, the tongue is raised high exactly at the front part of the mouth. It is also noticed that in the production of the vowel A, the tongue is found to be low but at the back part of the mouth. Also, it was noticed that in the production of the vowel A, the tongue is actually low and it is pushed to the front part of the mouth. And also, it was found that in the production of the vowel oo, the tongue is actually high, but pushed to the back part of the mouth. These four vowels, they actually represent the four reference extreme points that the tongue can reach while trying to produce all vowels. So what Daniel Jones did, he actually matched between these 4 points and made what is called the Cardinal Vowel Chart. So the Cardinal Vowel Chart is a set of reference vowels used by phoneticians in describing the sounds of languages. They are actually classified depending on the position of the tongue, which means how far forward or back is the tongue. The second is the height of the tongue, which means how high or low the tongue is while to the roof of the mouth. And also the last one was the position of the lips. Either the lips are rounded or unrounded while trying to produce a certain vowel. So we basically classify vowels according to 3 main questions. We'll consider them as 3 main parameters. Number 1, how high or low in the mouth is exactly the tongue? In other words, this is what we call the tongue height parameter. Number 2, how forward or backward in the mouth is the tongue? That's exactly what we'll consider as the tongue position parameter. And number 3, are the lips rounded or spread during the production of that certain vowel? This means the roundedness of the lips parameter. 3 parameters: the tongue height parameter, the tongue position parameter, and the roundedness of the lips parameters. These are the 3 basic parameters we're going to use in order to describe vowels. Since the Cardinal Vowel Chart is a representation of the position of the tongue within the vocal tract while producing vowels, we can say that to describe easily distinctive features of vowels, you must understand the distribution of vowel sounds within this Cardinal Vowel Chart. So how are these vowel sounds distributed within the Cardinal Vowel Chart? Let's see. For example, vowels that are found somewhere in the right side of the Cardinal Chart are all considered front vowels. We give them the feature minus back because they are front, they are not back, so we give them the feature minus back. But vowels found somewhere in the left side of the Cardinal Chart are all considered back vowels. Hence, we give them the feature plus back. So back vowels are actually referred to as plus back vowels. For example, if we take the vowel E and the vowel A, are both front vowels in English. Why? Because in their production, the tongue is pushed to the front part of the mouth. While if we take the examples of the vowel U and the vowel A, are both back vowels in English because in their production, the tongue is pushed to the front part of the mouth. Also, vowels found somewhere in the upper side of the Cardinal Chart are all to be considered high vowels. Hence, we give them the feature plus high. But vowels found somewhere in the bottom side of the Cardinal Chart are all to be considered low vowels. So we give them the feature minus high. So plus high for high vowels and minus high for low vowels. For example, if we take the vowels E and U, they are both high vowels because the tongue is high in the mouth in the production of these 2 vowels. But if we take the 2 examples, A and A, are both low vowels because the tongue is low in the mouth in the production of these 2 vowels. Now let's wrap up exactly what we have seen and let's see how we can actually describe these 4 vowel sounds as an example. Let's take the example of E, the vowel U, A, and A. So we can say that E is a high front vowel. This means we can give the features plus high, minus back. For the vowel U, it's to be considered as a high back vowel, which means it's actually plus high, plus back. But for vowel A, it is actually to be considered as low front vowel. This means it's actually minus high, minus back. But for the vowel A, it's actually to be considered as a low back vowel. This means it's actually minus high but plus back. Phoneticians noticed that there are other vowels that in their production the tongue is neither high nor low. That's why another set of vowels was added by Daniel Jones. This set is exactly referred to as med vowels. As an example, we can mention the vowels A and O, like in the word bait and boat. They are actually med vowels here. Why? Because they are producing by raising the tongue to a position between the high and low vowels. Also, A and O in the words bet and bar are also med vowels. Why? Because they are actually produced with a slightly lower tongue position than A and O respectively. So these four are actually to be considered med vowels. So if we get back to these examples of these four med vowels, we will consider them as med vowels, but there are some slight differences between them. For example, if we take the vowel A, like in the word rain or bait, we will notice in the Cardinal vowel chart that this vowel is a mid-high front vowel. The same thing for O, it's a mid-high vowel, but it's actually mid-high back vowel. As for A, that's actually a mid-low front vowel. But for the vowel O, it is actually to be considered mid-low back vowel. Phoneticians also noticed that there are other vowels that in their production the tongue is neither high nor low, neither front nor back. That's why another set again of vowels was added. And this time this set is referred to as mid-central vowels. Examples of these set of vowels are two, the vowel A and the vowel E. So, to produce the vowel A in the word but, the tongue is not actually strictly high nor low, not front nor back. It is actually a lower mid-central vowel. It's mid-central, but it's a little bit lower. But the schwa vowel E, which occurs as the first sound in the word about or the word America, it is actually articulated with the tongue in a more or less central position between the extremes of high and low, and also between the extremes front and back. So that's why it is actually considered as a central vowel. So the schwa is central, which means that it's actually not high and not low. It's a minus high and minus low. It's actually not front, not back, which means it's minus back and minus front. That's exactly what is meant by central vowel. Phoneticians also describe sounds through the parameter of the roundedness of the lips. Vowels also differ as to whether the lips are rounded or spread in their production. The back vowels U, O, O, and O in true, book, boat, and bore are the only rounded vowels we can find in English. So we can say that all rounded vowels in English are back, but not all back vowels in English are rounded. We have only 4 vowels to be considered as rounded vowels. And all of these 4 vowels in English that are actually rounded, they are all of them back vowels. U, O, and O. So that we are now able to describe vowel sounds according to 3 parameters: the height of the tongue, the position of the tongue, and also the lip roundedness or the lip rounding parameter. We can take this example of 3 vowels and let's exactly describe them. For example, the vowel E is exactly to be considered as high, front, and unrounded vowel. The vowel U is exactly high, back, and rounded vowel. And the vowel O is exactly a mid-low, back, rounded vowel. So we simply can say for features, or to try to exactly describe the distinctive features for these vowels, we can say simply that E is a vowel that is actually plus high. That is a vowel that is actually minus back because it's front, and it's actually minus round because it's unrounded. As far as U is concerned, we can say that U is also plus high, but it's actually plus back and it's actually plus round. As far as the O is concerned, we can say that O as a vowel is a mid-low vowel, but we consider it as a low vowel. So we say that it's actually minus high, but it's actually plus back and it's actually plus round. In addition to the three basic parameters that we have just seen and that phoneticians use in describing the features of vowel sounds, phoneticians also describe vowels through the parameter of tense-lax distinction. It is actually noticed that some vowels are generally produced with greater tension of the tongue muscles than others, and they are often a little longer in duration. These vowels can be distinguished by the features tense versus lax, tense plus tense vowels, and lax vowels minus tense vowels. The difference is exactly in how you actually hold your tongue while exactly producing these vowels. So when you actually produce vowels with the somehow tense, or the tongue is actually held stiffly, it means that actually that vowel is actually plus tense. But when you are producing vowels while the tongue or the muscles of the tongue are actually relaxed, we say that actually those vowels are lax, hence they are minus tense. So in English, and back to the Cardinal vowel chart, in English there are 6 tense vowels. We have E, the high front vowel, the U, the back high vowel, and also the mid O and A vowels as tense vowels also, and the low vowels O and A. These are 6 tense vowels. The rest are all of them considered to be considered lax vowels. Hence, we give them the feature minus tense. But those E, U, A, O, and A are actually tense. Hence, we give them the feature plus tense vowel. It is so essential to know that vowel systems differ from one language to another. However, the vowels, for example, E, A, and U, are found particularly in all languages. That's why they are referred to as the basic 3-vowel pattern or 3-vowel system. Phoneticians claim that these 3 vowels are universally the first vowel phonemes to appear in the speech of children. So that's why we find our children always start in their early period of the acquisition of language, they actually start producing words with one of these 3 basic vowels, like in the word papa, mama, mimi, titi, mumu, etc., etc. So these 3 vowels are to be called the basic 3-vowel system or pattern that is actually found among the speech of children. In fact, there are some languages which have this 3-vowel system, like Eskimo language and also like some Arabic dialects. Another common vowel system is composed of 5 vowels. The 3 basic vowels E, A, and U, plus 2 mid-vowels A and O. Some languages have this 5-vowel pattern, like Spanish, like Latin, like Polish, Japanese, and others. Another vowel system is the one we call a 7-vowel system. This 7-vowel system can also be found or be made by adding to the 5-vowel pattern a pair of 2 low vowels, the front and rounded vowel A and the back rounded vowel O. This is exactly common in Italian language. In addition to the 2 basic vowel systems, the 5-vowel system and the 7-vowel system, there is another mixed series of vowels as you can see in front of you. This mixed vowels is composed of 5 vowel pattern with series of front rounded vowels, like exactly the high vowel in French, U, in the word tu, and also the mid vowel E, which is actually found in French like in the word peu, and E like in the word peur. So as you can see in front of you, these are exactly a mixed series of vowel systems which can be found in different actually languages. You can mention like French, like German, and other languages. Okay, thanks for watching, and please stay tuned for more coming videos. Bye bye.